Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your dungeon master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 177, and it is the 8th part of the Path of Illusion. Ooh. Okay, so this is the final week for us before DragonCon. It's almost here, so the important thing for you, if you're not coming to DragonCon, to remember is that Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Adventure Incorporated, you can watch us beat Botched at a blood feud, family feud style but legally distinct game that we are very, 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 very excited about. If you are going to DragonCon, come and see us. Come and see us at our show. Come and see us at all the shows that we're at. You can find out where we're going to be on Facebook and Twitter. We've been pushing it there, and we'll keep pushing it there, I'm sure, or on our Discord. But just come say hi. We're so excited to meet people, so come hang out with us. This episode is brought to you, as always, by our patrons. Patrons like Alina, Jeff, Kyle, Vespa, Micah, patreon.com/Adventure Inc. We are currently $1 away from having a tavern night next month. Literally $1 away. So now is the perfect time to jump in, to be a patron on the show, and be a part of our little family here. We love you guys, all of you, so much, so thank you. Thank you for everything. That's all this week. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Like, usually when you bring people back from the dead in books, it turns out really bad.
That's just to sell more books.
ReedJebeddo, the rogue.
God, it's so good to see something positive happen. God, I'm so glad to be back home. You know, let's make sure we get Clug fixed up, then we'll have 2 under our belts. This is awesome.
Jennuvera, the sorcerer. Jennuvera, you are a powerful sorcerer capable of very strong magics.
Oh, this is the first time someone acknowledges how good I am at magic and convict me of a fucking crime? What the shit?
Gillik, the paladin warlock.
Can we find you, like, something else to tap into instead?
Yeah.
What, give it 4 levels of warlock? Are you shitting me?
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Asher, like, puts his hand on Jebeddo's shoulder. This is the most affectionate you've ever seen Asher.
Let us recall what happened before. The voice booms out. It says,
"This trial is complete, and you may place a name within the vault."
The wall, it looks like it pulls away, like the stones pull away, and behind it is a shimmering silver symbol, glowing. It says,
"Enter the name, speak it into the void."
Jennuvera gives a thumbs up.
Oh, this is such a bad idea. Asher gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Gives a thumbs up.
Are we all just going to give thumbs up, or is somebody going to say his fucking name?
Oh.
Figured it would be Jennuvera.
A name has been selected.
It's everything she's ever wanted!
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated.
As this has happened, my eyes close slightly as I walk backwards, keeping an eye on the group. This is something that has actually hurt me to my core.
No.
It wasn't supposed
And
to be
he
this way.
slips through the portal. I will not forget that name. Jennuvera.
Oh. Asher still has his hands on his mouth.
Well,
Yep.
congratulations.
Yeah, way to go. King Jennuvera.
Slowly, the doors in front of the silvery symbol begin to close.
Oh no, guys, we need to we'll talk about this later. Let's just go in the ley line.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Whee!
Gebeddo's nonchalance there. Okay. If that's what you think is best.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Gebeddo was just like,
Oh.
okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Moving on.
Right. Great. Wonderful.
Not much else to do.
All right. So
We've
the
done so
five
much
of you-
already today.
Yeah, I don't feel like we need to do more.
I feel like, yeah, call it a day. What do you think, King?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, this is bad.
It's gonna be great.
So it's King J. KJ.
Can we?
I've already jumped in.
Yeah, no. Yeah, me too.
After you,
There is-
Your Majesty.
Oh god. Oh.
I know. I feel like we shouldn't go before the king, but Asher already
No.
kind of.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I don't
Jennuvera jumps
follow
in.
royal. Yeah, I don't follow royalty.
So after the five of you make your way into the portal, there is the familiar twisting, the crushing, the whirling, the sound rushing past your ears, a flash of silver, and your eyes open in what appears to be a war tent. On a table in front of you is a bunch of maps. A large pole is in the center of this tent that sets up for a fairly large space, probably enough for 25 people to stand comfortably. Grass underfoot in this tent, so it hasn't been here very long. And it's just the five of you. Until you look around, you realize you all don't look like yourselves.
Whoa.
What
Who do I look like?
You don't know what you look like. You can't see you.
Tell me.
I look at my hands.
That's why
What do
I
they look
asked
like?
you.
What do my
Paint
hands
me
look
a
like?
word picture.
What do my feet look like?
Each of you look like
fair.
a human male in heavy armor, wearing a tabard of some kind that has a symbol on it.
All of us look the same?
You look like different human males, but you all look like human males.
I get
Wearing
it. It's
heavy
an
armor.
illusion.
So basically, yeah, we all look the same.
Sure.
Beard, glasses, short
Yep.
hair.
I go to grab where I think Dune Song would be,
You draw a sword.
but it's not Dune. So it feels like where it would be. It just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, I mean, when you pull it out, it looks like a totally different sword. The blade, if you touch it, does not feel like Dune Song's blade, but it is where you feel like Dune Song should be.
What is the symbol?
So, Jennuvera, give me an intelligence check.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
Gladly.
Dude.
It's a trap, he's gonna make you out to look stupid.
No, because it's a 20.
Oh shit, Anthony, you got no choice, dog. She's smart as shit.
Yeah. Take that.
So,
fucko.
Nice try, dickhead.
So, Jennuvera, why don't you tell me what the symbol is? You recognize this symbol as what has been described as the crest of King Aliar from one of your favorite stories, The King of Wind and Lightness.
Oh my god! Oh! I know where we are!
So does everyone sound like us, or do we have our same voices, or do we sound like different human males?
No, that's like a human male. But you, the thing is that you do know who each of these are. Like, you look around the room, you know that Keth is Keth, despite him not looking or sounding like Keth, but you just have a connection to him that you know that's who it is.
Okay.
But so we don't have to imitate that. But in terms of the game world, no. That was a human male being like, "Oh, guys, I know where we are."
Can I have like 2 minutes?
No.
Yes.
Oh, I mean yes.
No. What?
Why were you gonna?
Because you always say no whenever we want to do anything.
He's not wrong.
I think it depends on who you are.
Okay. If we're a player in the game.
Right.
All 5 of you, I just want to point out, all 5 of you are wearing heavy metal armor.
Nice.
So if you want to cast heat metal, you're in business.
No, but it's an illusion, ding dong. It's not gonna work.
Great use of ding dong.
You're welcome.
Yeah, A+. A+.
It's such a demeaning insult because it just feels so
Yeah.
childish, but it still hurts enough that you're like, shut up.
Guys, I know where we are. I know who we are. I know why are we
Yeah.
here?
I'm Jebeddo Funkin' One Chew Stumble Knackle Timber Shivers, and you're the king of Arena.
Oh, stop. I'm too excited right now to worry about that right now. This is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life. Okay.
I'm Asher, I guess.
No, so you aren't. So Jennuvera is going to look around and like pick some things up and
Asher has an identity crisis.
Yeah, Jebeddo's world crumbles around him.
The world shakes.
All around me off the moon.
she's going to look at like dates and
Okay, yeah. You pick up some of the maps to see like where you guys are camped out, and you're able to pinpoint where in the story this takes place.
okay, this is so crazy. This is Aliar's tent, which means that we're definitely in the inner circle of knights, and I think that I can figure out, based on what you're wearing and loose descriptions of relating us to these characters, because honestly, like, you can, if you work hard enough, you can put anyone in books. Like, you could just be like, this person's this person, this person's this person. So, like, I'm just gonna guess, just based on the fact that of, like, who we are. Gillik, you're definitely Sir Paladar. He's great. He's a little bumbly, but like, you know, like endearing and lovable, and you just want to sit and have a drink with him. He loves drinking.
Does Paladar have a flask?
Yes, always.
Perfect.
Just search your
Paladar
pockets.
takes a sip from his flask.
And he's a pal.
Yeah,
He's our pal.
You pull up a flask out of your pocket.
Great.
Yeah. No, that's great. So then I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that Jebeddo and Keth, you guys are Ben and Bars. They're brothers, and they're not because you look like brothers, but because you guys have similar, like, you really care and you're trying and you're just like, you rush straight in, you're ready to fight, you're ready to protect the people that you love, and you're just kind of on top of it. You're really
Which one am I?
Oh, that's a great question. Who do you feel like?
Jebeddo.
Well, but you're not, though. You can be
Keth.
Ben. Keth, you're going to be Bars.
Bars.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
She is king, so we gotta listen to her.
what am I?
So
Who are
Asher,
you?
I'm pretty sure you're Etkar. He technically is like a lot older than everybody else, but that's okay because he is real gruff and like meaty on the outside and like, you know, like and always like he was Aliar's like stepdad.
I get it.
Yeah, adopted dad. It's fine. But he was really, you know, like caring and loving on the inside, and it took a long time to chisel away that outside shell. And then you find out that he's really good at like protecting his family and his country, and yeah.
Two men enter the tent behind you.
Is it Ben and Bars?
I scowl.
Is it Ben and Bars? No. One of them, similar to you, is a human wearing armor. He wears a long cloak, like a cape. He has a different colored tabard, but the same symbol on it. And behind him is a man in colorful flowing robes with a soft round hat on his head.
That looks so soft.
The man with the robes says, Keln, I don't think this will be something we can just approach the same way we have approached these previous battles. And the man in armor says, Moral, you worry too much. Let us ask His Majesty. I'm sure he has insight to bring. Aliar.
I would like to note that Jennuvera is mouthing the words as they say them.
Yeah, you mouth the words along. No one responds, to Kelm.
That's because he's an idiot.
Aliar? Your Majesty?
Oh! That's me!
Yeah.
Yes, Your Majesty, that
You're
is
the
you.
king.
Wait, no, oh god. Okay, I'm sorry. I was expecting... Sorry, I was not... I was... Jennuvera takes a deep breath.
Here, you want some of this?
Gillik, or Paladar
No.
offers his flask.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Moral eyes you suspiciously.
Sorry, I have not been drinking. I have been thinking and planning about what you talked to, about what we discussed earlier. And ruminating.
Aliar, you have brought your knights together so that we may speak on this impending battle.
Yes.
Something that, if King Lor has his way, he will be able to overwhelm this place.
Jebeddo raises his hand.
Sir Ben, yes.
I'm sorry. Can we just go through our names one more time?
Sir Ben, if you must introduce yourselves again as part of the proceedings, I understand that is
Yeah, that's
part of
a
the
good
formal
reason.
dictates of your order, then so be it.
I grow weary of this charade.
How about
Jennuvera gives a big thumbs up to Asher.
Asher nods, feeling like the role.
can we just get to the battle?
Wait. I really want your names.
Sir Ben, that's your brother, Sir Bars, and
Yeah.
our esteemed knights, Sir Etkar, and Sir Paladar,
Hello.
and of course, my brother Keln, Sir Keln. Sorry, I forgot.
Thank you, brother.
And of course, our trusted Moral.
I
Wait.
do not carry a title, but I am an advisor.
So, everyone else has a great name, and my name's Ben?
Ben, always with the complaints. Can we move along?
What's wrong with Ben? Ben's a nice name.
Jennuvera gives big thumbs up. And then she gives him a little drink more.
He's
Paladar drinks.
Ben's been
Edgar nods sagely.
Yeah, Jennuvera's eating it up.
Yum yum.
Ben's been complaining about
you know
this
what?
since he was a kid. You know what?
It doesn't matter. You know what? Let's move on. It doesn't matter.
Moral leans into Aliar. He says, I believe these, your knights are getting less done than normal. Are you sure they must be present for this?
They must be present for this. Typically, they aren't, but they need to be now in this sudden change of situation because I trust them. And you are always teaching me to lean on those around me for advice and support when one perspective may not be wide enough or round enough for okay.
Good one, Your Majesty.
Thanks.
I don't get it.
I lean over to Paladar. I don't either, but it's proper.
That's fine. That's okay.
Of course, you are. There is wisdom in what you say, Aliar. We will consult the maps and determine our strategy now. Keln believes that we should employ some of the strategies we've used before to outstrip and to brutalize Lor's army.
Yet that word brutalize.
Yeah. I'm in on that.
No. We're supposed
Too
no.
much.
Keln points to you. He says, yes, it has been a successful strategy before. It will be a successful strategy again. We can take these. Lor's army will be unsuspecting of the might we can bring to bear and end this quickly.
Just because we can win with brute force doesn't mean we should. Just because we have the might does not mean it is right to use it. Might is not right, Keln.
Edgar,
We must use the intellectual and strategic gifts that Moral has given us and advised us in using. If we can get Lot on our side, think of the resources we'll gain from having that land in our control, not to mention his 4 very strong, very red-headed sons who may join our army and our council later in the future.
What are their names?
Fawain, Fareth, Faharis, and Agraphane.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Ben, you
they're
are
very
improper.
young right now. But
Ben, respect your king.
no, I understand Ben is much older
You're right.
than I and has
Car.
seen many.
You're right.
Edgar squints sagely.
No, you're not that bright. You're yeah, okay, that's better.
It's a good amount of squinting.
Oh, and whispering to Etkar. Yeah, like a little less sage, a little more just broody.
Oh, I like this character.
Yeah, no, you're, yep, perfect.
Keln says, "Brother, your majesty,
No, brother.
Your
Brother.
brothers.
Your Majesty.
we have... Imagine that we could put this down quickly. We could end King Lore before anything really became an issue. We could take his lands. We could take tutelage of his sons. These are things that we have done before, and we could do again fast. We don't have to worry about the impending battle and the loss of lives."
His oldest son just murdered a unicorn and dragged its severed head to his mother's lap.
Oh, what a son of a bitch.
Really? Do you
Yeah,
really?
this sounds like a guy we should take out real quick.
Yeah, why are we waiting?
Let's rush into
To be
battle.
fair, it wasn't really Fawain, it was his younger brothers, but like he was in charge of them. He is leading them. They look up to him. Do you think that if we
Moral
kill
eyes
their
you
father...
suspiciously.
Oh, I had a raven.
Moral says, "That is oddly specific."
Someone told me about it. Someone mentioned it in passing,
spy,
and I thought it
perhaps?
was weird. So yeah, spy. Etkar.
Yeah,
That's
kings
right.
have spies.
I may
right?
not be the most sagely, but I do know our spy network is vast.
Yes, exactly, precisely.
I nod sagely again.
What are the spies' names?
Ben,
You know
Jeff.
what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Ben,
matter.
of course you know that's against protocol.
You're right.
Can't
it
know a
doesn't matter.
spy's name.
I shouldn't
You
know
can't-
a spy's name. You're right. Sorry,
Sir
Etkar.
Sir Ben is trying to unmask all of our spies.
He is
believe he's
just riled up.
You know I
Yes.
just like to charge forward into things and fight.
Ben,
I don't see the reason for spies.
Ben,
Right.
Ben. You know, we said we'd call you Gwendolyn if you liked.
I prefer Buenavir.
What about Jennuvera?
Jebeddo.
Literally all of those are better than Ben.
Better than Ben.
Benjamin.
Brother, Sir Ben brings up a valid point.
His
Does
name
he?
is not
Does
that
he?
great.
You have at your disposal a team of knights and an army of soldiers who are good at ending these sorts of conflicts with efficiency, with brutality. Let them do what they do best. That is all I'm saying. Let's not program against their what they know to do.
Moral.
Yeah, Gebetto high fives Keth when he's talking about brutality and fighting, and then like shrugs it like afterward, like I guess.
It's like an automatic high five every time we're about to go to battle.
You were saying, Jennuvera?
Oh no, I feel like we should let Moral weigh in. I trust your advice, and I feel we need it.
The methods we have employed across these kingdoms, they have beget blood. They have beget war. We have not stopped fighting, despite our brutal efficiency. Every time we claim land, every time we bring a kingdom into the fold, another rises against us. Perhaps there is a better way for us to do this so that this doesn't occur. Aliar, you are king. That carries with it responsibilities.
Yes.
What are the things that you have recognized, that you have witnessed as king, that have changed for you?
Well, I have noticed. Jennuvera tries to piece together like past, present, and future of this book to try and figure out like exactly. Like she doesn't want to say something that changes in book 3. Well, I've noticed that since we have started improving our tactical awareness in battle, the peasant fighters have grown to appreciate and improve their loyalty, and they like us. I know that
they have become efficient fighters, brother. They have learned our tactics, our ways. Yes, I agree. We do not have to be quite as visceral as we once were. We can use strategy, and that will help preserve lives as well.
I've also noticed that for as unified as the kingdom can feel, it's also breaking up more than ever. You know, Lore's rebellion is inspiring the other 10 kings to rise up against us. We face 11 kingdoms tomorrow and not just one. That doesn't feel like we're doing great.
Edgar, you have been a member of many battles. You have seen the brutality of war. When you think to how this combat would go, we face a singular threat with a wide number of followers, but followers who are weak, who will scatter and break. How do you handle a threat like that?
Well, I must refer back to the sage advice that my king gave me, in that it's impossible to rule a kingdom of dead men.
That sounded good.
Sage nod.
The world shakes a little bit.
No, it's fine.
No!
Too much nodding!
Too much nodding. That's why. Not the line.
Moral steps forward. He says, preserving life here is important, but to preserve rule, to preserve your claim to nobility, to overseeing these people, that you need their respect, you need their loyalty. You do not gain loyalty by breaking a man's back.
Right.
Lore does not have their loyalty either, brother. They see something they think may be a glimmer of something different, something that they can get a piece of, something of their own self-interest, of their greed. They follow him for now, but if you break Lore, he is the linchpin. The others will fall in line.
Then must we not win by strength, but by inspiration?
I like that. That's exactly it, Edgar. Not by strength, but by our words and our voices and our inspiration.
Sage nodding increases.
If only we had an army of orators and not an army of soldiers who could lead by inspiration. Unfortunately, we have men with swords and shields, not with scrolls.
This will not be this will not be a war without bloodshed. It will still be a war, but we do not need to rub their face in the dirt. Sage nod increases more.
Yeah.
God, your head's gonna fucking fall off.
I can't stop it.
So you would wish to just win by a little?
No.
To increase the bloodshed? I don't understand. If we do not win decisively and quickly, then what is our point?
I will beat Lore.
You will duel him.
Yes. My knights and I can take on their kings. We don't have to waste thousands of lives just to prove our strength. If I can't beat another king, I don't deserve to be one.
Now, your majesty, you...
And that is why I follow this king.
You would like the 5 of you. You, Sir Bars, Sir Paladar,
What?
Sir Etkar, and Sir Ben can take on the threat of 11 kings
Yes.
in a duel?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm down.
He steps closer to you. He says, I understand what you are doing here, but this is in its own way a show of might, a show of force. What you are doing is swapping the brutality of many for the brutality of few. If you do this, you are not doing any more than showing that you have a will to conquer by strength a different way.
Then what's your advice?
You have to get them to the table to speak to us. Lore has to come into the fold of his own volition. He has to agree to our terms. And we will probably have to give. Compromise is not easy, but it is lasting. What is this unicorn thing you're speaking of? Is this something we're going to have to deal with?
His children are just uncivilized monsters. But they're really cool. Like, they're probably my favorite, and she almost says characters. They're just, I hear a lot. You know. When you're king, you have to listen. I know you know. You know everything. You know what's going to happen tomorrow. You've already lived it. It is your yesterday.
And I cannot force your hand. I cannot even open the path for you. All I can do is tell you what I think is the right way for your kingdom to flourish, as you personally to be. You must inspire. You must lead.
That's what we were saying, and then you're all up in our butt about it.
This is different. What you are proposing, it may work, and perhaps it is the way. But I would not call it inspiration. I would just call it targeted brutality.
Gebetto's gonna pull Bars aside, Keth, and be like, "Man, can you believe that there's a book where all you guys have cool names? And then there's somebody named Ben? Do you think he spends the whole book being as, like, incredulous about it as he should be?"
I mean, wouldn't you, Gebetto? Like, that's a,
I mean,
that's
I
a real...
am actively, yes.
Yeah.
This
so
is ridiculous, right?
Oh, I just thought you were. Yeah. No, I mean,
just killing the character.
I mean, it's a real dumb
I feel like
name.
it's been done before.
Like, also, what kind of book is like, you know what? We're not going to have the big war. We're going to talk about it instead. No one would read that, right?
Let's push for war, and this is both Bars and Keth talking.
Yeah.
And he high fives.
Yeah, up top. We return to the group.
Brother, we have to give orders to these men. If you wish to have you and your knights face this threat head on, well,
Yeah!
Let's do it.
I think that might be wise to have. It certainly would result in less loss of life. We could take out all of their leaders if the 5 of you are successful, and you could ensure our rule over their armies and over their kingdoms. I don't see a problem with this methodology.
And we
No,
could
you don't.
frame it. We could frame it that our king is willing to sacrifice themselves for the people, for all the people.
Yeah, and then when we're successful, people will write stories about us.
Yes, Sir Ben, you will be immortalized. That is true.
Well,
What? Sir Ben, what is your last name? What is your surname?
Well, it's the same as bars.
exactly. Well, yes.
Don't tell me it's Smith.
That's a great guess. That is Smith. It's a great guess.
So now you're Sir Ben Smith.
Yeah, no, I know who the fuck I am.
Sir
Kellen-
Paladar,
Hi, yes.
may
Sorry,
I
I
have
was
your
drinking.
counsel?
Yeah, of course.
Drinking.
What can I, yeah, how can I help you? My liege?
What do you think we should do? Shall we send our troops into battle and hope that the kings are frightened off just enough to let us talk to them and inspire them with speech? Or do we try to face them head on? Man on man.
With the man-on-man thing, are you saying that just the 5 of us kind of show up?
Right.
Or you want it? Okay. I kind of like the idea of intimidating them with an army. We don't have to attack them, but...
Sir Paladar, the terrified.
Yeah.
Yo, that sounds stupid. I'm not doing that.
But I mean, I don't know. Going in and facing them, the 5 of us, that sounds like fun.
Okay. Jennuvera is gonna take the group of them aside, so just the 4 of them in a
Yeah.
little huddle. She's gonna give a finger to a 1 minute finger.
Hey!
to Moral.
Keln and Moral start arguing amongst themselves.
Okay. So here's the
am I
thing.
doing good?
So
Am I doing good?
you
Yeah.
guys are doing great.
Hey,
Ben
thanks.
and Bars, you can if you want something fun, you can be French. You can be Canadelian. That's where they're from. If you want to spice it up, I don't know. You seem mad, so I'm
Listen.
just giving you something fun to work off of.
I'm fine. I'm happy with my name. I don't
Is
know.
this how the book goes? Is this
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Did
here's
they-
what happens. Here,
Yeah,
I just want to tell you what
us
happens.
What happens?
Yeah.
So that
So
we can play along.
well, but that's the thing is that
King,
Aliar is
if
always
we knew
pulled in
what
different
happened,
directions.
we would be able
Is this
to
what
make
is this
more
what reading is
informed
like? You
decisions.
just decide things.
No, so it's way cooler than that. So Keln is always fight, and then the really frustrating thing, and I feel like I really understand Aliar now, because as I read the book, I'm just do, what's right, just do the thing. But it's always, Moral is always trying to trick him into making his own decisions, and it is the worst. It's you think you say one thing, and you think that's what's supposed to be true, and then he crosses his arms, it gives you a look, and is he expects better of you, and it's really, God, it's hard. Man, Aliar had it tough. But anyway, in the battle, what happens is it's it's just a regular war, and then Locke gets
Why do
frightened
you keep
off,
saying
basically.
Not to have a war.
Well, I don't know, because I feel like that's what Moral is trying to get me to say with his judgy face.
Why not just have a regular war? You know what? And then storms back into the group, and he's like, "Hey,
Oh, but it's a smaller war. It's not a huge war. It's just a.
let's have a regular sized war."
Yeah.
like a battle.
Moral
Jennuvera
turns,
looks at Moral
he looks so disappointed.
no! And she's gonna look at Ben and say, "See? See? Don't you feel like shit?"
I mean, none of this is real.
Her face. Her fucking face.
Reading is confusing.
You're killing it, Asher.
Yeah.
I mean,
At
Ektar.
Tar.
Epcar.
Reptar.
Raptor.
Thank you, Josh, because I was going to, and it would have been real weird coming from me.
Okay,
All right.
so yes, we should have a war, and then we should talk to them.
Keln says, yes, I'm sure there'll be time for talk. This is probably better. I don't know that you could have gotten the 11 kings to agree to a duel, even outnumbering you 2-1.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, kings are babies. Sorry, most kings are babies.
Other kings are
Obviously,
babies.
Alliar, you are not a baby.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a baby right now.
You're very brave and very strong.
Thanks.
King baby.
Keth,
Morrel shakes his head, and he says, we will begin preparations.
Keth,
Yeah, prep work. Great.
Keth high fives Ben.
Yeah.
Morrel turns and leaves. Keln claps Aliar on the shoulder. He says, brother, you will not regret this. It will be glorious.
Oh,
and
I know.
we will win the day.
I know we're gonna win.
Yeah!
Yeah, we like glory.
And we love winning!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morrel bursts back into the tent. His face is drained of color. He says, this isn't right. I just received a runner, a scout. Saw something in Lor's army, something unnatural.
Was it a unicorn head?
No.
Oh.
It was a creature with long tentacles sprouting from its face.
What?
A creature of darkness that bolstered Lor's army. This is not the fight
that's
it
the
should
questing beast.
How do you...
Wait,
The festing beast. The festing bear.
what?
Festive bear.
Festival Bear is here?
Yeah, we know exactly what that is. It's actually Sir Paladar's goal in life to kill it. We'll take care of it. Just 1 second. You can go have a nap. And she looks at everyone else. She's like, it's definitely the Mind Flayer.
Oh.
That's
Where's
not
the
in the book.
Where's the Festival Bear?
Yeah, the
The festival bear?
Yeah.
festival
I would love
bear.
a Festival Bear.
Yeah, the festing bear is a character. It's a monster type thing in the book, but
Yeah.
but it's actually I'm just trying to make it seem like it's not something that because we're not actually in a book.
Oh, sorry, I'm so in
Yeah, because
character.
none of
Yeah,
this
you're
is
right.
real.
Yeah, it's the Mind Flayer, but
Right.
I don't want to look
Okay.
at Moral and be like, that's a friggin' Mind Flayer. Moral, you don't know what it is because that's not your reality.
They might not see it as the
Friggin'
Mind
Mind
Flayer, and we might not see it as the Mind Flayer.
Yeah, how do we know which one's the Mind Flayer and which one's...
You're the only one who knows
It'll
the story.
look like a festive bear.
So
No.
you're the only one who knows.
the
It's got holiday garb.
Yeah.
The big ruffly collar?
Right.
The roller
Pointy
skates?
hat.
And it's like on the... Oh, no, I thought it would be on the big ball,
Definitely.
like bouncing.
Ooh.
A purple
Yeah.
cape with stars on it.
Oh my goodness.
Which one
I'm
is
so
it,
excited.
Jennuvera? Aliar.
I'm sure it's the one. He just said
And he
tentacles. He just said lots of tentacles.
It could still be a bear.
Could be like
Yeah.
fur.
Tentacle bear.
You're right, because the festing bear has the butt of a snake and the feet of a bear and the head of a cat.
Does it?
Yeah,
That seems
Yeah.
not like a bear at all.
Wow.
That would
Yeah,
never
well-
sell tickets.
it
just
has
has
bare
bare
feet.
Wait, now that boom, 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 boom. Bow, 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 air horns.
Mike has left the podcast.
That was like a real deep pun.
Yeah, no, I like that one.
That was real. That was a spicy take. Hot and ready.
All right.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, let's go kill the festival bear.
Yeah, so if they see it, do you think that we'll see it?
We might not. I don't know.
I bet it'll look like
Well,
something weird, if
Way to
anything.
find out.
Why don't we go find out? Yeah.
can we go on a scouting mission? Does that happen in the books?
To be fair, you
never
two are
finish?
really like only in this war, and then Ben, your main purpose is like your
Do I die?
Dot's dad. So like, he's a really important character later on. So you guys are kind of just like, this is your big moment. So like, I don't know what you would do outside of this. But I know 100% Sir Paladar would be up in arms and ready to get that festing bear.
It's okay, Ben.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
What about Etkar?
He would just go home and drink.
Me?
Yeah.
Edgar?
Yeah.
I
mean,
thought
why not?
Paladar was the drinker.
Oh, they're best
Right,
friends.
I
though.
stay here and drink.
Yeah, everyone drinks.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
why
that's
did
fair.
you
Everyone's
start
drunk.
with that?
Well,
Shit.
Listen, this is very overwhelming.
Paladar, up top, baby.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've been
Sir
a little
Ben is
busy. I
also
haven't done a
minor
reread
character.
of my favorite book in the past 2 years because I've been too busy dancing around with you guys.
Why
To
didn't
be
you
fair,
just
there
bring it in
was
the
only
cart?
that one ball that we danced at.
You're right.
Yeah.
And really, it was only Keth and Gillik that got to dance. The rest of us had jobs.
Keth high fives Gillik.
Gillik high fives back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go kill it.
Ben
Wish
takes
we
a
had a
drink.
bard.
You guys can see.
We'll say that this is a show of our might to inspire the people. Let's go.
You can see Keln watching you guys and like mimicking like the.
The high five motion.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how the high five works.
Kellen,
What, the
stop
purpose?
sulking. You're not included.
That's just gonna make him sulk more.
Well,
My
yeah,
liege,
he
I feel
sulks.
like that
He
that
doesn't
inspires
say that-
sulking.
Like, he doesn't say that to the group. He says that with the four of us buffoons who don't know what's going on.
What did you say, Rob?
I said, my liege, I feel like that comment only inspires sulking.
I mean, he's your son.
Yes,
You can
son,
fix
stop
him.
sulking. Thank you for reminding me.
Jennuvera gives another thumbs up.
I will go and prepare the armies. Then, if that is to be our task. If we are to face these armies, they may come soon, especially if what Moral hears is accurate and they have a benefactor of some kind, this festive bear. Then I will prepare us.
For clarification, is it festive or festing? I've been wondering this whole time.
It's
Festing or
Festing.
festive?
Yes. Festing.
Festing. Thank you.
he leaves.
To arms!
You hear him from outside the tent. To arms!
To arms!
That is our family.
Two
salute.
arms.
Right and left.
All right.
So now we go fight the Mind Flayer
fight
before the
them.
book
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah, I think that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Great.
Because if the book happens,
I-
then nothing. This is... God damn it. I got so caught up in trying to be this guy who I didn't know anything about. I forgot that none of this matters because it's just the illusion ley line. It's not like when we've had to go inside my brain or like when we had to be Gorm. Like,
Yeah, but Gebeddo, I feel like we're learning a lot about your brain.
how?
Well, you just seem very upset that you're a minor character.
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
What is that?
I mean... No, it's just the Ben thing.
Right. What I said.
Listen, Asher, if your name were Ben, you'd probably feel different.
But it's not. It's Asher. But right
this
now,
is-
it's Edgar. We
This
must.
is Mike the player, real quick. Any listeners named Ben, this is not a slight
We love
to
you.
We love you.
If your
go
name
on.
is Ben Smith, by any chance, I'm
You know,
very
I wonder
sorry.
if he means old Ben Gebeddo.
Sorry, there
Eddie.
weren't a lot of syllables to play with in that name.
Ben?
That's a meta complaint.
Yeah, sorry.
Ben and Barb.
Okay.
So where are you guys going?
We're gonna go kill a mind flayer.
Huh. Apparently Ben Smith is the editor-in-chief of BuzzFeed.
Well, when
Oh.
BuzzFeed comes, Colin.
The most famous Ben Smith. Yeah, you know what? Why don't BuzzFeed? Why don't you write a takedown about this episode? That's fine.
Also, Ben Smith, professional CrossFit athlete.
See, Mike, you're fine. You
Yeah.
got this.
Good
The
company.
case for
Good
a Ben
company.
Smith wild card is stronger than you think. Clicking this link.
All right, the five of you make your way out to the camp, out into the camp itself. There are a bunch of other tents set up nearby. This is the biggest one. The command tent is the biggest, but there are other tents set up with officers who are now. You can see a couple of them talking to Keln. Others are running off to get their squadrons ready. Platoons, I think. Squadrons are like for airplanes, I think.
Platoons
not
are
really
for
sure.
boats.
No.
No.
People are
Pontoons.
platoons.
People are in platoons.
Pontoons are for boats.
Pontoons.
Ooh, all right, hold up. We're gonna back out of that one.
Squadron, yeah, for aircrafts.
Yeah. So platoons
All right.
is probably better.
No, a
right.
principal
But-
division of armored or cavalry regiment consisting of 2 or
Oh,
more troops.
fuck all of you. All right, so there's
All right, back to
squadrons.
the
Ice
Pontoon.
scientist named Ben Smith.
Wait, what kind of scientist?
Ice.
Ice scientist.
Yep. He uses remote sensing data to monitor changes in the Antarctic and Greenland ice sheet.
I'm
It's
on,
an-
I'm on
I was
Ben
like-
Smith's Instagram.
It's an important
He's
job.
Up to.
I was like, man,
Nope.
I feel like there wasn't a whole lot left to figure out about ice in terms of, He's like, do you guys know? 32 degrees. That's where it happens.
Hey man, crystal
Where it
structures are
happens.
fascinating.
Snowflakes
You're
are
wrong.
hexagons.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go kill a mind flayer.
Ooh, Ben hold on, he has an IMDb page.
No shit.
Ooh,
He
I
was
found-
in
been in?
he's in the untitled Jeremy Renner Bourne sequel. Ooh, exciting.
The
So-
ice scientist?
No.
I suspect you're
Journalist.
different generic Ben Smith.
Ooh, there's Ben Smith trivia.
All right,
I have
one-
to have an account. Never mind.
Okay, great.
No-
I was going to say,
Notre-
you get
Notre
one
Dame.
piece of Ben Smith trivia before we move on. But that's fine. So you guys make your way through the camp to the edge where you are overlooking the battlefield. All across a long way, probably three-quarters of a mile away, you can see the other army setting up camp as well. At the edges of that army, you see
Bears.
what looks like a line of dark, six-legged creatures moving about
What?
at the periphery of the camp. And floating above the camp are huge whale-like creatures floating in the air above the camp as well. Jennuvera, none of this is in the book.
None of this is in the book.
Dark insects and floating whales. What's going on?
Sounded like a
Gebeddo
Tool
is
song.
curious. And
Curious. I'm curious.
he points at Jennuvera and casts message. And he says, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to see if my magic worked here, or if I was like a human man.
Oh, that's a great.
Turns out it worked. We're good.
Cool.
I don't know if I have any illusion spells. That's a bum. Or at least
Jennuvera
not
is
prepared.
gonna just cast light on her sword real quick.
What
It's
kind
like
of
a
spell
little-
is that?
It's evocation.
Yeah, it glows.
Okay. And then she's going to look at Gebeddo, and in that message link say,
Oh, that's not how it works.
Oh.
You responded and then it's done.
oh, well, out loud she's gonna say, "Watch me real quick." And she's gonna
Now watch
cast
me, Nene.
invisibility. Am I
So
gone?
when you cast invisibility, you cast it at, I don't know what the effect this has for invisibility, but you cast it at 2 levels higher.
Oh,
I think it allows you to have more people invisible.
Whatever it does, you cast it 2 levels higher for free.
Okay. Thank you.
You have no choice. It happens.
All right. Yeah. 1 additional creature for each level above second. So I would be able to put
3 of us are
people.
invisible.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And then she
Where'd I
pops
go?
off.
Oh.
That was way stronger than normal.
Yeah, so your illusion spells are going to be juiced up. Unfortunately, that's the only illusion spell I have, so we can just all go super invisible.
I don't have illusion spells.
I have disguise self, invisibility, and darkness.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to get real dark up here, probably.
I can do
Probably.
a few things.
Good luck, cast darkness.
Oh, no.
Okay. No, wait, never mind. We'll find that out later.
So
Jebeddo, you've got a lot? Sorry.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Okay.
They're like I don't think
Color
they'll actually-
spray.
I wish
color
that
space
would
dope.
actually be useful at 3rd level. I don't think these do anything at a higher level, or like I don't think there's any way to make these stronger. So I'll save them. I'll see what happens.
So there's that. How many giant whale things are there?
It looks like about 5 of the... You have seen these before, or creatures similar to them.
Mm-hmm.
These ones seem to be shifting. They're like... They have a... almost an incorporeal look to them. They have a shifting form.
Does Jebeddo recognize that as Blur, one of the spells that he casts on himself frequently enough?
It is probably similar. It is that they are of illusion and do not have a solid form, but they are similar to the aboleth that you saw in Evocation.
The one that crashed through the building.
Yes.
Because we nuked the F out of it.
No, that one attacked you. It attacked the building that you guys were in.
Yeah, no,
And you
Anthony
fought
had
it.
just watched the first Avengers again, and
That's
he
right.
really wanted that
No,
scene.
that's my secret, Mike. I always have the Avengers running on loop.
That was an Avengers reference if you weren't paying attention? I don't know.
Yeah, a weird, like, meta Avengers.
It's been a pretty meta episode, honestly.
Gillik cast disguise self to make him look like Gillik.
Oh, my God.
It casts 2 levels higher, so whatever that does, I don't know if it makes it last longer. Or...
Nothing.
We all look like Gillik.
We are Gillik.
Yeah, you now look like Gillik.
It's just an illusion. I'm still tall.
Jesus.
So, do we want to, like, try and lure those, like, animals this way so that we can get the pieces without having to deal with figuring out what's an illusion and what's real over there?
I think that's probably a good idea.
Do we see an...
Yeah.
You
Does
guys
that happen in the book?
Yeah.
None of this happens in the book.
What
like,
is
there was a
surround...
questing beast, but it's not like an actual. It's not an actual beast. It's just like the animal I described. You know, the tail, snake, bare feet, cat head. You know.
What is surrounding the camp? That, like, woods or field or...
Field and hills. So it's an open area, but the terrain is not flat and rolling. It's
Wait,
it's rolling. It is rolling. It's hilly.
It's
It's
not,
not flat and rolling.
It's not. It is not both
not
of those
rolling,
things.
but
It's
it is
just
not
rolling.
flat.
He was
no,
right.
it's not flat and rolling. It's just rolling.
Stationary.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Dummies.
So it's hilly.
Let's lure them in that direction. And he points down the hill towards the flattest area he sees.
Okay.
Just away from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how should we do that?
Yeah, do you know how to lure them?
Keth just takes off running and screaming.
Why is
At
he
the
doing
beasts. At the beasts.
running towards he's running towards them.
Yeah, no, I
Why
hear
is he
him.
running towards them?
Why is he doing
Because
this?
this is your fault.
This
you
is-
told him that the brothers run into battle.
I know, I was just trying to give you some, like,
There he
enhanced
goes.
characteristics!
There he goes. He's gone. He's running into battle. We should probably follow after him, like,
Yeah, I feel like we got to.
Okay.
right? Like,
yeah.
we can't just watch him die.
No, you're right. Let's go.
I don't want to do
That'd
that.
be really fucked up. Also, I think
Yeah.
if he dies, Asher dies, or
Opposite.
opposite.
Keln,
If he dies, I'm
Keln
fine.
shouts out, Your Majesty!
Yeah, bruh. I mean,
That's in the book?
no, that's not in the book. Stop. I'm really confused now.
I
Do
can't
you
wait.
want the armies to follow you and your knights into battle? It seems that you've decided...
No, give
Now
us a
is the-
minute.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Ah! Asher runs into battle.
Just have some tea.
Asher is now running into battle.
Oh, Your
Yeah,
Majesty,
Jennuvera.
I advise against this.
No, I know. Might is still not right.
Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.